Kirk Franklin say? Smile for me. Can you just smile for me? I don't have a deep voice, but the people said, oh, 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 you look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance. And in this video, we're going to go over the importance on why you should always keep a smile on your face, regardless of what you've been through. Now, of course, healing is not a one-size-fits-all, so take what resonates, leave the rest. And most importantly, get your pen and your paper and be prepared to take notes. Because healing takes time, because grieving takes time, it could take weeks, days, months, and years. Regardless of what you've gone through, you have to continue to have a smile on your face. Why? Well, because the enemy, the people and the places and things that betrayed you, took from you, hurt and harmed you psychologically, emotionally, physically, subconsciously, consciously, programmed you, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your brother, whoever it was, did what they did. And it's not fair for you to receive their karma, their projections, or deflections, especially if and when that's not who you were when you met them. You see, a lot of times people think they're bigger than their plot, and they're not. And even if you never experience betrayal, when you go through certain situations, tongue twisted, I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out. A lot of times it's so much easier to focus on all the negative things that has happened to you instead of realizing that it was a valuable lesson. If you could change your mindset, if you can change the way you perceive what has happened to you, and you take the time to understand why it happened to you and learn what you need to move forward, why would you not continue to smile? Do not allow anything or anybody to steal your joy, because that's what miserable people want. And I'm speaking from experience. All the negative Nancys who are no longer in my life, thank God. Okay, thank God. Ashe, thought they were bigger than the plot. And you have to remind people that, like Beyonce said, you cannot break my soul, you can't break my spirit. So yes, people are going to do negative things. Yes, you're going to go through adversity in life. That doesn't mean that you're not going to continue to smile. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys 5 recommendations to always keep a smile on your face and to help you give yourself grace. You have to realize, when we're going through trials and tribulations, when we don't have the finances, when we don't have the support, when we're learning how to do things for ourselves, when we decide to heal, when we decide to elevate, when we decide to do something that's unfamiliar, it is a lot. And you have to realize, trauma, abuse, psychologically, emotionally, physically, financially, consciously, subconsciously, has a lot of wear and tear on your body. You don't need to not continue to be grateful and, most importantly, happy, because this is your life. And speaking from experience, the people that did what they did, if they don't come back and change with behaviors and apology, they don't care. And I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to hold your hand when I say that. F those people. You could cut people off, you can create distance, your life is going to move forward. I'm telling you from experience, once you remove all the people that are not meant to be in your life gets so much better. Speaking from experience, my 20s, you guys, I'm 28, was a eye-opener. Obviously my entire life, but as you mature in life, as you experience more things, I've realized my life is a lot better because I'm not around certain people, places, and things, because I went through certain things and I've had to learn from. Like, I will never allow anybody who is not even meant to be a part of the picture or where I want to be affect me. And that's the same thing with you. Like, you cannot let people not have you smile, because when people are miserable, that's what they do, whether it's intentionally or they do it because they have insecurities and they have envy. Do not allow what you're going through to determine the rest of your life, because that's not true. And of course, when you go through a lot of hardship alone, maybe you don't have the guidance, maybe you don't have the finances, maybe you don't have the resources, maybe you weren't taught and shown certain things and you have to figure out things by yourself. Once again, it does seem like there's this box above you, or that you're locked in a prison, and that's not true. Those are limitations. And in order for you to continue to keep a smile on your face, you have to start removing these limitations. But in order for you to remove the limitations, you need to ask yourself, why do you feel this way? So the first thing you have to do in order for you to keep a smile on your face is to identify, why do you feel negative? Opposite of being happy, opposite of smiling. Like, why do you feel like you have to frown your face? Why do you feel like you have to mean mug people? Why do you feel like you have to be closed off? That's the first thing. We need to know why you feel this way. The second thing you have to do in order for you to keep a smile on your face, once you identify why you feel the way you do, is ask yourself, how does this make you feel? How does it make you feel when you have to be closed off to people? How does it make you feel when you have to yell at people, or when people are yelling at you, when people are cursing you out, when you're around people and places and things who don't allow you to take up space? How does it make you feel when you have to dim your light? How does it make you feel when you have to walk on eggshells and make everybody else feel comfortable, but these same people wouldn't bat an eye for you? How does it make you feel? Because it's not good. The third thing you have to continue to do is give yourself grace. You have to realize when you are going through things, when you're getting yourself out of poverty, when you're unlearning and learning trauma and abusive relationships and abusive families, or maybe you never experienced these things and you just want more for yourself, you have to realize that you giving yourself grace is needed. That's how you're going to continue to keep a smile on your face, because you're not going to be so hard on yourself. You're not going to compare yourself to anybody. You're going to stay in your lane. You're going to figure out what works for you. You're going to figure out what doesn't work for you, and you're going to keep it moving. But you have to let go of these limitations. Like, it doesn't make sense for people in places and things who are not you, who don't know how you genuinely feel, to take your smile. Like, what I realized is that once you identify that somebody is a certain type of way and you're not energetically compatible with them, or they don't want to be happy and they don't want you to be happy, separate yourself, create distance. Now, of course, when you're in professional settings like work and school, you don't get to pick those people, unfortunately. And I've been in those environments where I'm just like, I cannot necessarily want to be around these people if I didn't have to, but because I'm there for a mission, I'm there with purpose, keep it to a level professional. Not just that, when you continue to keep a smile on your face when people are rude and nasty and disrespectful, you already know the outcome. Like, people who go out their way to hate on you, people who go out their way to be mean to you, people who go out their way to group up against you are weak. They're weak, they're insecure, they're envious, and all they do is show you how they feel about themselves. So when you smile, and I do this all the time, you guys, instead of arguing with people, if you can't completely separate yourself and you have to be in a professional setting, continue to be nice to people. Continue to be nice to people. Continue to be happy, because what does them being miserable, what does other people being unhappy have to do with you? Your funky, dusty, crusty, fugly, ugly, muggly attitude, like Tia Kim said, has nothing to do with me. And because I don't want to be attached to it, I'm not engaging with it. And not just that, that's what people need to see. People need to see people smile, to know that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to be happy. Like, you have to remove yourself from people who do not want to be happy. And if people are trying to be happy, don't judge them. Like, I'm not here to judge anybody, but at the same time, people who choose to be like evil and choose to be mean, that's where it's like the line has to be drawn. But it's like, if you've been insecure, you've been through trials and tribulations, and you're learning how to smile, and you feel bitter and resentment, once again, you have to acknowledge that. And that's, I think, the third or fourth thing, you guys. I got sidetracked. You have to talk about, I mean, it's similar to the first recommendation, but you have to talk about what makes you happy. Once you figure out why you feel frustrated, how it makes you feel, and practicing being kinder to yourself. Because when you're learning to let things go, you're gonna let go of who you used to be. You're gonna let go of certain mindsets and behaviors, which means you're gonna grow, you're gonna change. Like, you are gonna move forward, you are gonna get out of this situation. Like, you're not gonna stay there forever, because nothing in life lasts forever. The only reason why you think there's this big dark cloud is because you're holding on to it. Like, you're not being happy, you're not being vulnerable. And I tell you guys all the time, when it comes to healing, you have to be vulnerable. You cannot be afraid. You cannot be worried about people judging you, because everybody goes through things. People who act like they don't go through things. Now, of course, how serious and how severe people go through things is not to compare or contrast, because some people do suffer more than others. This doesn't mean that people don't go through things at all, but it's just like everyone has feelings. And what I realized, once again, that's helped me along my healing journey, like, get it out, girl, get it out, is that once somebody makes me feel bad about expressing myself, once again, I don't need to be around you. And also, what has helped me along my healing journey was just to realize that me being happy is a choice. Being happy is a choice, just like being miserable is a choice. That's what people have to realize. Just because something bad has happened to you doesn't mean that you have to project. And just because people do things to you doesn't mean that you take it out on others. Because what happens is the people who do things negatively onto others, it continues to come back to them, and they constantly wonder why things are not working out for them. Do not allow anybody to steal your joy. That's the moral of the video. You have to continue to keep a smile on your face, especially if people tried to kick you when you were down, especially when people went out there with to spread gossip and rumors to your family members, your friends, your significant others, your coworkers in class. F them people. Like I said, when you're at school, do what you need to do. Keep it to a level of professionalism. Of course, be respectful. You don't need to match energy with energy. Like, I'm never going to match somebody's low vibrational energy. Like, if you're a mean and rude and nasty person, I'm not going to be mean to you. I'm either not going to speak to you, I'm not going to acknowledge you, or when I have to be around you based off of circumstances, like I said, keep it to a level of professionalism. Like, have some morals, have some class, because it's degrading. Once again, people going out their way to make you not smile or to sabotage you, or just like, it's loser activities. And you guys, I really try my best not to call some people losers, but some people are losers. Some people are losers. Some people are lame. Some people are cornballs. And if people were to know how much of a cornball and a loser and a lame that they were, you wouldn't be out here going out your way to intentionally hurt and harm people. I've never, out of my 28 years, intentionally, like blatantly, chose to hurt and harm somebody or try to steal their happiness. And that's the thing. When you continue to be happy and you continue to set your boundaries and you acknowledge how it makes you feel and you realize where it stems from and you take the time to give yourself grace, set higher standards. When your standards are high, the right people are going to afford them. The people who have a problem with them, they're not there to be around you. And you have to realize that if everyone was happy, it wouldn't be an issue. You wouldn't have to have standards like to a certain degree. You wouldn't have to have certain boundaries, but people are not. So it's just like, until we work on ourselves, until the world gets better, you have to set boundaries. You have to make sure that you're doing things that you do like. So after you have took the time to heal and you're vulnerable and you're not harsh on yourself, you're not judging yourself, you don't feel embarrassed, I need you, and this is going to be your homework assignment and challenge before I end off the video, I need you to start doing things that make you feel good about yourself. And I need you to list 3 things that you're grateful for when you watch this video, as well as what makes you happy. So to end off this video, I want to know what makes you happy and what are you grateful for. And I need you to list 3 to 5 things that you can do that's going to keep you in a high vibration. And the more you practice focusing on that, the more you take your energy from things that don't make you feel good, you don't have to worry about everybody else. Also, you have 2 homework assignments. I need you to make a list of things that don't make you happy, that don't make you feel good, and I need you to start cutting them off slowly but surely. If it doesn't make you happy, it has to go. So with that being said, always keep a smile on your face. Do not let anybody think that they have one up on you, because I promise you they don't. Smile for me. Can you just smile for me? Like I said, I don't have a deep voice. I mean, Kirk Franklin's, his voice is deep, but like he has a distinguishing type of voice. Like, I like his voice, but okay, yeah. Okay, but continue to smile. Smile. And when you watch this video, I need you to smile. When you train yourself to smile naturally, like I said, it does help heal, okay? So if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, let me know about what it is this video that you need to work on, or that you may be more like confused about, or maybe you're just not sure on how, as well as what you think. Thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end. Thank you for following me on all social media platforms. All my information will be down in the description box below. Thank you for booking a service in my sessions. I'm not editing this video, you guys. My website is going to be in the description down below. And thank you guys for following me on Instagram and on TikTok until we reach our goal here on YouTube, which we will be soon. So therefore, I can answer you guys' questions that I get all the time, okay? But continue to keep a smile on your face. Do not let anybody see you down. Unless you have family and friends and loved ones, God, ancestors in the universe that you can confide in, do not stop smiling. What you're going through, you will overcome. How do I know? Because nothing in life is going to last forever. As long as you don't give up on yourself, as long as you're doing the work, as long as you guys are applying this information and not just watching the video just to see me, you're going to continue to keep a smile on your face. And that's what you need to do. Continue to smile. Like, stop letting these nobodies, these Nathaniels, no shade if your name is Nathaniels, affect you. Like, your life will get so much better once you remove the people that are not for you. I'm speaking from experience, okay? Smile. Practice smiling. Whenever you feel sad, I need you to smile. Give yourself grace. Take your time. Figure out what you like. Figure out what makes you happy and figure out what doesn't. And stay far, far away from it, okay?